also have director.
Has anyone made this kind of airplane before? Usually a few. But we're not, and once we get them built, we'll fly them across the room a couple times because that's always fun. But our plan is to fly them in a circle. While y'all are constructing these, I'm gonna build a couple of quick pylons up here, and we're gonna fly them in a circle, and we're gonna measure how fast they're flying, because that's one of the important characteristics of flight. If you're flying rather slowly, if you're moving rather slowly, you are not creating enough lift, like the Colonel was talking about. You can't get off the ground. Well, certainly, they're learning. They're learning a little kinematics, some introductory physics from this. They will apply that a whole lot later. Once they get to high school, they'll have to apply that in my class and several others. But in addition to that, they'll learn a little bit about drag and why the airline industry spends millions of dollars every year trying to minimize the drag on the airplane. We'll do a little of that. We'll do a little about Newton's laws, where they can figure out about action and reaction. So there's lots of real-world applications to this. They come with a standard, it's called a rubber band motor, and there's a standard one that's, I don't know, 6 or 8 inches long. We went ahead and got the turbo motor, the souped up one. The planes will fly a whole lot further on these additional motors. And what I really want to do is teach them a little bit of physics. We're going to teach them, they're actually going to derive how fast the airplane's traveling. But with the original motors, it doesn't stay in the air long enough for them to really do any math on it. So we're going to have them fly the airplane in a circle, and they're going to time when it starts and when it stops, and do a little math about how far it went, and from that figure out its velocity. There's so many careers that are related to that, all the commercial aviation, all the military stuff they do. There's so much that the kids can do with that as a career that it's great to give them the interest now. You know, flying a balsa airplane as an 8th grader is a lot of fun. You wait to introduce that when it's 11th or 12th grade, and that's kind of kid stuff to them. But right now, it doesn't get any better than this. So I think when a student who has never seen one of these, launches the plane for the first time, and I see that look on their face, that kind of look of awe and wonder. It reminds me of when I was about this age, and when I was this age, we were going to the moon, and everybody wanted to grow up to be an astronaut. And I remember the first little model airplane I got and wound up, that sense of awe I see on their face, I remember from when I was their age.